Well, hi. Welcome back to whatever this is. It's good to see y'all again. Hello, Bladevap. Hello, Gooey Arts. Hello, Delta. Hello, Kiwi of the Dead. Thank you so much for 20 big ones. Kiwi had this to say. Vap, 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 vap. Hello, Hypernova. Hello, Lavender. Thank you for 37 big ones. Congratulations on your diploma. Well, I guess you already had your diploma, huh? Voggers indeed. Part 2! I have ads. Hello, Hypernova. Delta, thank you for 20... Oh, wait, no. Thank you for giving a gift sub to Hypernova. It is your 21st gift sub in the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, whatever this is Bladevap. Horse Streams is Fluffy. Horse, of course, it's back! Are you planning on showing the thing? Player's not loading for me. I am letting the thing air out right now, Bladevap, because it has a wild smell. But don't worry, the thing is going to feature in some future activities, so you can think about that in the meantime. But yeah, it smells like nothing I've ever smelled before, and the smell would not leave my skin yesterday, so it's currently being aired out in front of the fan. Stream is gone, so I will just chill. Twitch said this content is not suitable for any audience. Oh no, is the stream not showing for everybody? That's not good. Hello, Bootsakoi. Hello, Stumbles. Hello, Mecha Ninja. It crashed your app twice. Oh god, why? Okay, Delta can see it. It was buffering. That's very peculiar. Okay, I'll give it like another minute. So I wanted to show you guys, I made a little bit of progress since the last time I streamed my Little Eeveelution. Obviously Jolteon is looking so good. TM, TM, TM. We have Espeon over here. Work in progress. Espeon's getting there. This is the base for Glaceon. This one's looking really nice, actually. I think, well, I mean, you know, within context. We are 93% of the way, by the way, through a level 1 hype train. Thank you very much. Players working for Boulder, not working at all for me. Jolteon's bringing me distress. These are Firevap. Had to restart the app. Yeah, okay, it looks like restarting the app is the solution for many people. If you're having trouble, give that a shot. This is Eevee, of course. Not that I needed to tell you that. It's so obvious. So there's Eevee. We're gonna be doing some serious work today on Flareon. Flareon, the orange did not come out very well. In fact, we're gonna start on fixing up Flareon's orange. I'm just gonna move these little guys around. But yeah, in between this stream and the last stream, I started working on Leafeon. So Leafeon has been made a nice light color. And then also, just gonna clean my hands off with a little bit of water here so I don't get my horses messy, God forbid. Twitch is such a good company, says Kiwi. I'm in, says Stumbles. Why does Evorse have ghosts eating its neck? Oh, you know, it's just kind of the way that it is. I've also been working on Sylveon, so here's the nice white base for Sylveon, looking good. TM. But yeah, let's work on this, because I think this is unacceptable, frankly. This is awful looking. There's a bunch of like spots where you can see the brown just like shining through. I need to make this, and I like missed a whole section on the leg. Bootsakoi, thank you so much for 39 months of subscription. Reminder, they're anatomically correct. I didn't need to be reminded of that. I think it's best to just forget. But yes, they are, unfortunately. The horse making company decided that they really needed to be accurate, so let's go ahead and grab a bright yellow. This is cadmium yellow, and we're gonna mix cadmium yellow with a little bit of red to get the nice orange tone that we want, because I want Flareon. Flareon has been shafted just in every way by the Pokemon Company. Flareon's had it rough for a long time, so I want Flareon to at least look good in horse form, if nothing else, you know? Did I order more purple? No, I did not. I'm here in the cursed browser method. It's returned! It's Spoopy Month, Tomodachi Life. Looking good, TM indeed. Forgot there was Flareon and not a donkey for half a second. Can't believe App is such a scrub horse painter. Are they all stallions? No, there's some mares in there. Wow, I like that gif, Delta. Very scary. Okay, the Neopets event. Oh man, it's, words fail me. I don't know what I expected. Classic Neopets team move. Just bungling it all as usual. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. So Neopets right now, for anyone who doesn't play, which is most sane adults, Neopets has like events that they run. Thank you so much for 2 bits, Fluffy. Yeah, that's a much nicer orange. Neopets has events they run, and a lot of them are fan favorites. And in the past, there was a fan favorite event called the Charity Corner. Now, if you have never played pet websites or basically economy simulators, oh, this looks so much better. 2 coats of paint was the way to go. One of the most important things when you're running a website that has a, you know, quote unquote real economy is that you need to put in item and money sinks to help combat inflation, because players are generating money and items by playing your game, usually, and they make a lot of those things. And you need to do something about that, or else nothing will be worth anything. And so Neopets has this event called the Charity Corner, at least in the past they did, where players could basically trade in huge mountains of junk items for rewards. Big fan favorite, but it was really hard on the servers, and they discontinued it for a multitude of reasons. But just recently, the Neopets team made the hubristic mistake of saying that they were doing an event that was like the Charity Corner. So of course, Neopets players, being the overly enthusiastic gambling addicts that we are, started hoarding items that they thought would be relevant for this event. Thought being the key word. A lot of people hoarded a lot of items that did not turn out to be relevant for this event whatsoever. And the whole situation has been made worse by the Neopets team periodically editing the announcement to change the rules to make them make more sense, because people have been complaining. So initially they said that only 10 items per day were allowed to be donated. People rioted over that because people had been saving literally thousands of items for this event, which overkill maybe, but yes, that's what happened. And they also have a rarity index, so if you give items of a higher rarity per day, you get more points. So they made some adjustments to the rarity tiers and which items are allowed to be donated. But before they made adjustments, people were hoarding things, again, in the thousands, that did not turn out to actually be relevant for the event. So, it's truly been chaos in the highest degree. People are very angry and very excited. A lot of people are making millions. A lot of people are losing millions. Just your classic Neopets event, honestly. I don't know what else I expected. The Neopets team, God bless them, they don't seem to be capable of ever making an event work the way that they want it to. And I love that for them. So yeah, that's the update on Neopets. I'm sure you all cared so much about that. Big brain, small PP, or none at all stonks, as I'm always saying. Okay, I'm gonna fix the spot on Flareon's leg that I just completely did not paint last time. Yeah, this is looking significantly better, even if I don't... yeah, I think this is probably fine. I could probably even just stop at this point. I don't think I need to do any more detail. This is... Let me just get that front leg, and then we will set Flareon aside to dry. And I will catch up on the chat. Yeah, I think I didn't add enough paint the first time around, and the brown coat underneath was just so strong. It really shone through and did not look so good. But now she's serving, she's slaying, she's crumping, she's voguing, she's looking so good. And we are gonna do like a fluffy neck made out of like stuffing, as was suggested by, I think, Boulder? Delta? Somebody. Okay, let me catch up on the chat. Thank you for the hype train, by the way. Let's see. Flareon is the only fully evolved fire type who can't learn Solar Beam. Fap, why did you look? Delta. It's impossible not to look. I'm painting the whole horse. How am I supposed to not look? Are we talking about the same events as Blade Vap? Inflation! I'm in the correct way. This is my first ever event. App no longer crashing. My fairy quest item went up 600k in the last 24 hours. The stream works now. The Vorse is trying to keep me out, aside from haunting me. Like taxing on market boards and MMOs. I got the Fountain Fairy quest and painted my Shoyu gold. Looked very good. Holy gamer fuel, that Flareon horse is bright. Wow, it really is. I just looked over at the camera. That's an eye burner, that's for sure. Other than the fact it broke the site at first. The Charity Corner part hasn't even started yet. Yeah, that's the thing. The Charity Corner-like event is not even starting until Monday, so... I mean, goodness, it's just... Things have not gone well. That's for sure. Okay, Okay, I'm just gonna, Flareon, no! Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna move Flareon over, and we're gonna start working on Glaceon. I'm just gonna plop that down there. Let's see. What about the Applejack tears? You see the hidden tower items don't work for anyone. Hello, Skidium. Me sitting here with my 100k Neopoints like, I have a serious hoarding problem with currencies and consumables in Destiny 2. They've rendered a lot of our garbage resources useless, but I'm not getting rid of it. Yes, hold, Mecha. Big betrayal going so hard. Worst part of all, there was a typo in the event invitation. Big brain, small peepee. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Love that you took that from me and Vivi. How was your con weekend? Gas boss, girl keep, gatelight. I do like how there was the insult towards Illusion of salad mix. Okay, sorry, just taking a drink of water. Wow. PP tiny. The con event was very fun. Good event. It was a small convention. I think I told y'all. It was about 1,000 people total, but it was not like a... I don't know, I've never been to an event like this before. The closest thing I can compare it to is like the sort of like passion and enthusiasm that comes out at like really niche events, like brony conventions or that kind of thing. It was just about tabletop gaming, and the people there were really excited about tabletop gaming. I met a lot of really nice people. I bit the bullet and forced myself to be social. I invited some people out to dinner, and they actually said yes, so that's very exciting. I definitely had that experience of, like, I asked them, they said yes, and then it was like, okay, great, I'll see you later. And then I went back to my hotel room and was like, why did I do that? Now I have to go to dinner. Did they have a ball pit? I wish. Thanks for redeeming Hydrate, Lavender. I'll take another sip. Yeah, no ball pit, but, it was very cool. I picked up a couple new tabletop games that I have never seen before that I am excited to try out. I picked up a game called Beak, Feather, and Bone, which is like a map-making game that looks pretty cool. I picked up Wander Home, which is like a Redwall-inspired like tabletop game where there's like no conflict. You're just kind of vibing in the countryside. So that one looks fun. I picked up a game called I Was Alone, So I Lit a Fire, which is like a game where you start in like a labyrinth, and the only way out is like finding the other people who are also stuck in the labyrinth, which seems fun. I'm gonna try to like hand paint these little diamonds on Glaceon's back. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'll give it my best shot. What else? Yeah, what else? Oh, Matt Mercer, that's right. Matt Mercer came to Clay's booth. If you're in the tabletop scene, you'll know who that is. If you're not in the tabletop scene, he's basically a very famous dungeon master who makes a show called Critical Role. He was at the event, because this event is like essentially like, it is a tabletop convention, but their main thing is that they have a special program. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think it's called the POC program, where basically the idea is that they raise money to give sponsorships to people of color in other countries who don't necessarily have access to, sorry, I don't know if I'm actually painting on screen right now. Basically, you know, if you live in the Philippines, there's probably not as robust of a game development or a tabletop scene where you can get hired. So the convention basically raises most of its money to give these people scholarships to come to the US and potentially get hired at companies like Wizards of the Coast, Critical Role, etc. So basically most of the event is about that, which is super cool. Everything else is just kind of like bonus, you know? Oh, you're looking so good. Stick that toe out. So anyway, a lot of companies that are like, you know, well-known D&D or gaming companies will send representatives and stuff to this event to basically like offer jobs to folks who have come from other countries. So Matt Mercer was there to do some panels and offer some work to people. But yeah, he was wandering around the exhibitor hall, and he just so happened to walk up to Clay's booth, and he was a really nice guy, and we decided to just play it cool, because like he's trying to enjoy his convention too, you know, like it's probably not very fun once you reach a certain level of fame that you like can't go anywhere or do anything without being asked for a picture or whatever. So we just pretended like we didn't know who he was, treated him normally, and he was very nice. Very sweet man. Very bold taste in hairstyle. He's really rocking that middle part. Okay, Glaceon's back feet are also in little socks. You know, this part of the process is actually kind of relaxing compared to just trying to get the base coat of paint on. This actually requires a little bit of, like, delicacy, artistry, dare I say. But yeah, I got back from that con, and now I'm kind of losing my mind because I'm leaving for TwitchCon in less than 2 weeks. I'm leaving for TwitchCon in 13 days, and my printer has broken. After nearly 10 years of faithful service, the print head finally committed Sudoku. So, yeah, I'm not totally sure what I'm gonna do about that, because I make all of my prints myself. And I'm thinking, you know, there's a couple different options. I could buy a new printer, which I'll probably have to do eventually. But the question is, like, do I want to buy and set up a new printer before a convention? That sounds mega stressful. Or I could just order my prints through, like, a local print shop and just pick them up and kind of eat that cost. That sounds like the stress-free option. Or I guess I could try to bring my printer to a local repair shop and have them order a new print head and try to install it. That also sounds kind of ass. Just a bunch of poopy options, really. Thankfully it's not like the night before TwitchCon or anything, so I'm not like screwed, but I kind of wish it had lasted a little longer. Maybe it could have died after the show. That would have been cool. Okay, there we go. Glaceon is looking fresh to death with her little socks. I feel like the diamond pattern on the back is bigger than that, actually. I'm gonna go back in with another coat. It's like the small diamond is that small, but then this one is bigger. And then I'll catch up on the chat. Sorry, I see you guys are talking. I'm so focused. Okay, there's the corner of the diamond, and then it comes up like this. Yeah, that's a little bit more accurate to how it looks. Okay, cool, there we go. Let me catch up upon the chat. Espeon is very grape. Yeah, it really is. I think I need to go over with a lighter coat of paint. This one came out much darker than I thought it was going to. Did you steal their fries too? Yes. If they had a ball pit, would you tell us of your brand new spinal injury story? Yes. T-Pain, thank you for 10 months of subscription. Vapsmug. Matt Mercer, the Gandilf. Yeah, I guess you could call him that. Thanks for redeeming. Ooh, big stretch. Oh yeah, that's right. He does voice Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom. That's really funny. I forgot about that. Oh, tell us more about the vibing mouse game. I will in just a moment. Glad I'm not sick. I'm not able to I'm glad I'm sick. I'm not able to process the unhinged. Vap and Clay on the inside screaming. Printer bad. Sewer slide? What is sewer slide? That reminds me of the day at work I saw a guy came in, looked like Aaron from Game Grumps. I thought it was him at first till he spoke. Didn't sound like Aaron at all. That's very sweet, bud. Not Sudoku. And for my work, label printer came with a pre-printed label that says, "Ah, baby Vappy is screwed." Photo of the label printer. Hello, Flair. How are you? Wow, it really does say "ah" like a lot. That's impressive. Okay, so Wanderhome, I've read through. I haven't actually played it, but I think the idea is that it's supposed to be a game where you and your companions are just wandering home and sort of coming up with the things that happen collaboratively. You can play it with like a DM, but I think they're just called guides. They're like not as DM-y as your average DM. Or you can just play it like with friends, and it's like every time you get to a location, one person will describe, you know, what it looks like, one person will describe what it's used for, one person will describe what the people are like in the area, that kind of thing. It seems to be very roleplay heavy, not very mechanics heavy. This might be kind of sacrilegious, but to me it seemed like it would be a really good tool for like if you're starting a game of D&D and you need to like get comfortable with your group and kind of like come up with a story for how you know each other and like establish a dynamic. I feel like Wanderhome would be a great way to sort of like get that ball rolling a little bit. But I don't know, maybe it works well as sort of a standalone, don't do much type adventure. I just really like combat in D&D, but I know not everyone does, and it can be tiresome to just constantly be killing monsters non-stop. Don't you just want to vibe sometimes? Oh yeah, I was gonna open this pack of Pokemon cards. Yeah, Vivian Modal sent this. Actually, they sent me 2 packs of Pokemon cards, and I already opened one, but now I'm gonna open this one here today. Tell me more, says Modal, holds up mic. I roll perception to check the vibes, rolls poorly. The vibes are off. Very quiet year-ish. Yeah, pretty much all the games I bought are really quiet year-ish. I just really like quiet year. The other game that I bought, Beak, Feather, and Bone, is like, literally it says inside that it was inspired by The Quiet Year, and it's like this little zine-sized book where it has like a pre-designed map and of a city, and then you and your friends go through and you take turns like coloring in different parts of the city and describing what they are and like what factions use them and stuff, and it looks really cool. Okay, we have Giraffarig, looking so happy. Tropius! I love Tropius! That's a really peaceful card of him, too. Just touching down on the beach. Great Ball! Hoppib! He's glowing. Passimian with his Passima Ball. Corviknight, very dramatic. Seviper. Phalanx! Reckless Charge together is Phalanx attack. Fighting Ale. Gyarados. Oh, that's a cool Gyarados card. Revengeful Storm and Berserker Tackle. That's pretty neat. And then Basic Energy. That's a nice Gyarados. I think my favorite card, though, has to be Tropius, just settling down on the beach. He's so at peace. Tropius deserves to peace. Let's see. Paint time is in paint on the cards time. I know when my friends are playing board games, 2 of them always have fierce competition. One gets a bad luck, the other will sarcastically say, "My heart weeps for you." He's ascending. Hoppip, our blob and savior. Hoppip be like, that Corviknight looking so fly. Corviknight! I want the piece that Tropius has. Me too. So, okay, I feel like I really should go over this Jolteon. The yellows look so bad. Not everywhere, but it definitely has some rough spots. As you can see, you can really see the brown through the paint. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of yellow and just kind of patch that up, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Basic ass energy. No fancy energy. Yeah, just normie energy for us. Sag. See, it was really nice to go to a convention that was like just about the love of the game and like charity. Because TwitchCon is not like that. I love TwitchCon, but TwitchCon is about getting that bag 100%. So it was nice to have like a little warm-up convention that had a lot of heart and soul. Oh, this isn't even helping. Why is this yellow so transparent? Oh man, this Jolteon is... Girl, you gotta get a grip. Yeah, this is like literally not helping. It looks exactly the same. Oh my god. At least I can cover up the spots that are like pink from where it accidentally rubbed on like another horse. I feel like it doesn't show up very well on camera how bad this Jolteon looks, but it looks really bad. Okay, this is kind of helping actually. Yeah, I just need to keep it up. I need to add a little more yellow. I'm gonna get a little more yellow. I don't need it to look good, because the core premise is nonsense. The googly eye. I had a special art idea. Paint Pokemon cards to the Valcast. Give the moves and abilities most attributed to them. Oh, that would be cool. I always like watching those videos that people make where they're, like, painting over cards and stuff. I don't know if I have, like, all the necessary supplies to do such a thing, but I have it on my list of, things that I'd like to stream eventually, I think. Oh, this paint is so... This yellow really gets my lowest score of all the paints that I've used in this project. It's so gross. Well, at least hopefully the buyer or the admirer will be able to tell that I tried. Effort was put in. The odds were just not in my favor. You know what, Jolteon? I don't want to see your ass anymore. I'm putting you away. You're going to the glue factory. I'm gonna put you over here. There we go. Ooh, ugh, gross. That sounds really nice. Vaps is only to Atara. Yeah, it was really nice. It was like really quiet and calm, so I actually got to like talk with people at the booth, you know, which I sometimes don't really get to do. Let's see. TwitchCon is about the grind, TM. I'd love to go to like VidCon if I became more popular. I've heard VidCon is a good time. Sounds intense though. Let's see. Hopefully sometime in 2024 you can do a FurryCon. Yeah, I'm planning on doing MFF in 2024. The nightmare isn't over yet, says Armades. I found a synth setting that's distressing my cat. Oh no! Your cat hates synth. I just wanted to take a quick look before going to sleep, says Cryon. I guess the googly eye will haunt me. Hi, Cryon! Sleep tight. Try not to have dreams about whatever's happening here. God. Okay, I want to go in and work on the yellow on Umbreon, because I think it looks a little anemic, needs a little more power. I need to make it a little brighter yellow, because it almost looks green where the black is shining through, and that just won't do. I can't have that kind of low quality control in my Little Eeveelutions. Oh gosh. The forehead. So busted. My brain is so busted. But yes, I will be streaming Pokemon Emerald on Friday. And I should be here next week as well. Normal schedule, Wednesday, Friday. And then the week after is when I'm leaving for TwitchCon. So I will update the schedule so y'all can keep up so that no one is surprised when I'm not here. Because I'm leaving, I think, on Tuesday to go to Vegas. Because it's quite a drive to get there, and then we need to set up in the Airbnb, and then we need to go set our booth up, so that's going to take some time. But I haven't been on that drive for literally 10 years. I was 19 the last time I went out to Vegas, and I was crammed into this tiny little rental car with my brother's wife, who I barely knew, and like her family, which was wild. So I think this time will be a little more relaxing. Where is my Orion reference? Okay, there we go. Just needed to make sure that I got the ring on the right spot on its tail. It's gonna be a little hard doing the tail because it's got like a lot of textured lines on it. I'll do my best. Just gotta really get that in there. Yeah, convention season's always just a hell of a time. I don't know. Every year I think, oh, next year I'll start months early and I won't be stressed. And like, that just doesn't happen. Like, I don't know. Maybe the really rare convention grandmas among us. Among us. Maybe there are people who truly start preparing like 6 months in advance, but I have never met one of these people. I think the wisest Artist Alley people prepare like maybe a month in advance, and everyone else is like, oh, last 2 weeks, go, 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 go. Boulder says, trust me, the yellow junk is plenty bad looking. Still gotta recommend Woo, though I might be very biased on that one. I'm gonna butter your watermelon, Delta, since I disagree. What does butter your watermelon mean? I think she needs to attend FWA or IFC. Thanks, Neopets, for the buttered watermelon comment. Huh? Vivi's about to start snoring like a dragon and I'm about to join them. Good night, Modal! Dunk actually talking. Nice. At SPX it was so... Oh, you were saying, oh, Dunk actually talking. I thought you were talking about a person named Dunk. Hi, sweetie, I really need this chair. Hi. Come on, be realistic. Come on. My cat took my chair and now she won't move. We're having a real battle of the wills. Pie. Pie, just leave. It doesn't have to be like this. You can just leave. She won't leave. Oh my god. Okay, I finally won the battle. Good lord. I was like, you know when you like go to put your butt down like on an animal in the hopes that they will like get the hint and move? I was fully like ass down on her and she just did not care. Let me catch up here. Bold if you do assume many of us have slept since last stream. Miss Daisy desires a string quartet minimum. Got this puzzle box today. Amongoose, Amogus. Whoa, that's a really spooky looking puzzle box. Amogus. A woo is closer. I just saw buttered watermelon as an item on Neopets. There's someone named Dunk. Wow! Quick, someone named themselves Dunk. Dunkachino. Sweet Dunk. I'm having some more water because I think I got dehydrated. My cat keeps moving around my legs and requests attention all the time, and it jumps everywhere. Yeah, that's cats for you. Okay, so I think I've got my hot glue gun here. It's ready to roll. I think I'm gonna start gluing stuff. I feel like I need a little break from all this painting. Actually, hang on. Before I do that, I want to paint the inside of Espeon's ears. I think that would be a good final task to do here, because I've already got some dark blue mixed up anyways, so I might as well. I'm just mixing it up here, and then I think for sanity's sake, I'm just gonna do like the whole inside of the ear. It would be good practice to leave like a little buffer around the edge, because that's how it looks in the real art, but I mean, come on. Okay. I went to the eye doctors today. I think part of why I'm feeling so odd right now is because they had to dilate my eyes, you know, for the exam, and then I was driving myself home, so I just had to put on a pair of sunglasses, and it just took a really long time for my eyes to undilate after that. So I was like trying to cook, and I was wearing this pair of sunglasses, and I couldn't see what I was doing. But if I took them off, my eyes started watering really bad. So I was wearing like a double set of sunglasses. Or sorry, double glasses. So I was wearing my normal glasses with the sunglasses. Barely helped. Did not look cool. Gave me a weird headache. I don't know. Don't recommend. But the good news is my eyes are just fine. I had to go because that autoimmune condition that I got diagnosed with, it can affect your eyes. In fact, some people find out that they have that condition because they start having a specific type of eye problem, weirdly enough, and they show up at the eye doctor, and the eye doctor's like, hey, actually, this is an autoimmune problem. So I thought that was really interesting, but yep, he looked at my eyes and he said they're perfect and I get a good score in eyes, which is normal to want, possible to achieve, etc., etc. I got some blue on this guy's face, so I'm gonna fix that with a little bit of pink to touch it up. There we go, looking so good. So good. There's a little yellow on his stomach that'll cover up. Miss some spots on the legs and on the tail. Just gonna do a little touch up on Espeon here. Oh yeah, and this part of the... Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. I'm literally not even on camera right now. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what happens when you do a convention and then you also work during the week. It's like you work on the weekend and then you are still working when you get home, and it's just like, what's happening? When do I get to sleep? Please? Please? Okay, there we go. Looking good. Looking bomb. Puzzle box is called Vox Tempus. Very dramatic. I like that name. The ingot is made of metal from space. It's from a meteorite. Oh, dang. Oof, that's no fun. You know what's cool and good, though? The Vorse! Yeah! Oh, I like that cassette tape called Weird Music. I know someone who also has autoimmune problems. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are finally kind of getting that diagnosis, which is, you know, it's kind of a blessing and a curse, right? Because it's like, oh, now I finally know what's wrong with me, but like, oh man, I don't want a diagnosis. Let me move that brush out of the way. I don't think we need that. Vap has special eyes. The doctor looked into my eyes and said, they're beautiful, which is weird because it was a physical. What is the Vapiverse eye doctor? Imagine them seeing other Vaporeon patients and Vap shows up with gremlin eyes. Oh yeah, what Pokemon is known for its eyes? I feel like Jigglypuff has especially enormous eyes for its body size, and I think that would be kind of funny. Luxray. Oh yeah, Luxray is very fitting because of the X-ray eyes. It could just like look at your iris and stuff. The cassette tape is part of an ARG. Wow, that's cool. Sableye. We paint these poor horses again, says Batcat. Yes, unfortunately, I didn't finish off camera, so on camera it is. I guess let's work on Glaceon next. Glaceon is mostly dry, so it'll be easier to handle. That's kind of the most important thing for me at the moment. Zubat. How many of you grew up with cassette players? Because when I was a little kid, I had one, but it didn't last that long. I know some of you probably had them for a long time, and some of you probably never had them. I'm just kind of curious what the breakdown is. Grab some blue paper, or not paper, foam core, whatever the heck this stuff's called. Get my scissors and start cutting out the ears. Actually, what do I want to do here? So Glaceon is kind of a complicated head. It has, okay, we'll start with the ears actually. That was a good impulse. It has cute little like diamond-shaped ears. So we'll make those. And then it has sort of an odd like helmet shape on the front of its face. I never really knew what that was supposed to be. I just know that it reminds me of like musk oxes, I think they're called. Those ones that live in the really snowy weather, and they have the like horns on the front of their head that make the funny looking bump. I always wondered if that's what they were trying to go with Glaceon, which is kind of a funny idea, but maybe. Okay, there's the ears, and then we need the forehead thing. Just gonna kind of cut that out here. It needs to be pretty small, unfortunately, because the horse's face is pretty small. I'm gonna kind of trim this down a little bit. Is anyone actually making it out to TwitchCon? I know that a lot of folks weren't able to make it this year, and I know the tickets are freaking expensive, so no shade to anyone who's not going. I was just curious if I missed the update on anyone who is going to make it. Okay, then we're gonna do these thingies that hang down. I'm gonna make them really long because I think that'll be funny. Glaceon's little pigtails. Let me catch up here. Zubat would be a really funny eye doctor. That's good. Blade Vep says, me, I have a cassette collection. I had a Walkman for a bit as a kid. My dad used to listen to his cassettes in a boombox. I did when I was really little. In all seriousness, on another note, I have to wonder if the autoimmune thing you mentioned applies to me. Sometimes my eyes water and sting and I can't keep them open. That's fairly rare when it happens. Have you seen an eye doctor about it? It's definitely worth checking out. Had multiple cassette players in the house growing up. Turns to dust. Decidueye or Noctowl? Oh, Noctowl or Hoot Hoot would both be really good. My first car only had a cassette player. I need an adapter to play CDs. Never had one. It's a Sherpa cap, I think. Oh, I started with a CD player. I only had 3 CDs. What CDs did you have? I love hearing what people's first CD was. The first CD that I ever purchased with like my own money was my older brother and I went in together on the Green Day album American Idiot. It's a very millennial thing to say, but it's simply the truth. And then I think the first CD that I had as like a gift, I believe, was a Matchbox 20 album. Again, very, very millennial, but I loved that freaking album. And my uncle sent me a Carole King CD that was like covers that I really liked. I don't know, it's kind of funny thinking back on these things. Okay, so let's start getting these things glued on. I'm just gonna scoot Sylveon, who's just kind of looking albino right now. I'm just gonna scoot that one over here. So we have lots of room to do our gluing, and we have all our little parts here. They probably aren't showing up very well on camera because they're blue on blue, but let me see. There was a fancy one that was part of an AM/FM radio along with a small black and white antenna TV. Wow, throwback with the rabbit ears. We had a standing radio that played cassettes. As the oldest one here, I actually dealt with cassettes very little, but I remember when it was all the rage to have one of those cassette things that let you connect your Discman to the car stereo, since not every car had CD players yet. Saving for MFF instead, just bought a fursuit. That makes sense. I wanted to, but new Switch, some missed day at work, MFF coming up means no TwitchCon. Since I'm from China, cassettes were popular until mid-2000s. China's usually 10 years behind until recently. I have a cassette player somewhere. If I end up getting more into doing synth stuff, I might have to use it to record some stuff. I haven't seen an eye doctor, probably because I'm blind. Feels like a fun experiment. I'm too poor and stupid for TwitchCon. Me too, Stumbles, me too. I wouldn't be going unless it was free for me. To answer you, Fap, I have not seen an eye doctor yet. So rare, only remembered it happened at all when you brought up your thing. Well, that's good that it's rare. If it was happening all the time, it would be definitely more concerning. Yeah, but I would bring it up next time you go in for your, you know, your checkup. Okay, let's get these ears on. Just gonna get a little bit of glue. There we are. Oh, ooh, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot. Okay, all good. Everything's great, no problem. Based VAP. My first CD was probably Poodle Hat. I have an American Idiot on CD. Speaking of the first, we got to do some shooting stuff this weekend and I got some pictures. Oh, I'm so glad you were able to get out. Wow! Oh, that blue is like really nice and like clear. I don't know what the word is. It's like a very pure blue. It really shows in the light. That's great. Is the suit comfortable? Whoa, this picture of you in like the jungle area is cool. Let's see. I have very strong memories of owning the Shrek soundtrack on CD. That was my first burned CD. I think I had a foster brother who made me a Death Cab for Cutie burned CD. I had a portable CD player, but I downloaded video game soundtracks and burned them, named after lots of different colors and shades. First CD was probably a boy band. Poodle Hat was on my first ones too. How goes the abomination? I mean, the art. Hi, Alec Magpulse. It's going terrible. I mean, great. Just gluing some nice little Glaceon ears on here. A normal thing to do. There we go. The Lilo and Stitch soundtrack. My first was blue. I have the soundtrack of Orange somewhere. I have a 1993 Walkman, Sony cassette Hi-Fi 1998, and a Walmart ONN cassette player. They don't sell these anymore. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, there we go. The ears are applied. I got a little extra glue on there. I'm gonna have to clean that up. I'm gonna give it a little longer to dry though. Let me catch up here. Indian Nurture Gemstones and Precious Minerals. Oh, that's awesome. I think the first CD I ever bought was Daughtry's self-titled debut album. My first one was Millennium, the Backstreet Boys album. Hell yeah, Kiwi, let's go! I have a dual head TDK cassette Hi-Fi, but the motor is broken. I need to find the time and money to get a soldering kit to replace the motor. My 3 CDs I had were the Shantae Half Genie Hero soundtrack, Weird Al Mandatory Fun, and Nickelback's Dark Horse. Yes, my brothers both had Mandatory Fun. I remember that. I remember being so confused because both my brothers are, what's the word? They're both much older than me. 5.5 years to be precise. And so we would like watch a lot of movies or like listen to a lot of CDs that were like satirical. And I really struggled with that as a kid because I didn't have the context for the satire. And like I still sometimes don't catch a lot of like pop culture satire because I just haven't seen that many movies. So I just remember being really confused listening to Weird Al's albums, like enjoying them, but just being like, I don't really get why it's funny. Like sometimes it was obvious what was funny, but other times I just didn't know what he was like making fun of. So it was very confusing. There were some songs that even like Beatles songs and stuff where like I literally, the first version I ever heard of the song was Weird Al's version. And then it was weird to hear the normal version because I was like, you're not singing it right. This looks insane. Ow! It's so hot. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Let's see. I also named some of those color name CDs I burned after the theme of the songs, like Ectoplasm White for a 5-song arrangement of creepy Halloween songs. Why are we talking about CDs? I don't remember. It came up somehow. There was some kind of a context for it, I'm sure. Okay, there we go. The other ear is on there. I don't think I would have gone as ham on this idea, except that the official Twitch channel featured the Vorse. Well, not the Vorse, but one of the Vorses that I've made on stream, and I was like, well, now I feel like they're expecting me to bring this, so I can't let them down. Okay, I need to let this cool off. I'm just getting glue strings everywhere. If I get a Type 2 cassette, it has a similar audio quality as a CD. Type 4 can almost reach vinyl quality. I have 2 Type 4s, but I don't have the equipment for that. I have a few that were just random. Just realized there's a random not me picture in there. It's very hot but comfortable otherwise. I have many CDs now, except Weird Al and Nickelback, lost them some time ago. My dad burned CDs all the time from the library. He helped pay for them with his taxes. Why are you guys talking about mandatory fun like it was a long time ago? Checks the release date. Same experience with Weird Al or thereabouts. Fap, I found them. I went to my room into my closet and they were there. I actually got Turning Red on DVD. Yeah, DVD. Hell yes, DVD. Let's go. I love DVDs. I wonder how I'm gonna get Glaceon's eyes on here. That'll be an interesting sort of approach. They're kind of gonna have to go like underneath, I think. I'll give it these ones. Well, those are kind of big. I'll give it these ones. And they're just gonna have to like jam underneath its little Sherpa hat. What if I put them like forward facing like it's a predator? Yeah, like this. That's really funny. I'm gonna do it that way. Hell yes. It's my Vorse and I can do what I want. Yeah, there we go. Looking good. Glacesaurus is going to get you. It's going to effing get you. What do you think? Pretty good. Pretty inspiring, really. Freaking glue everywhere. This hot glue works really well. It's Gorilla hot glue, so it's like very powerful, but it makes a lot more strings than your average hot glue does. Okay, let me catch up here. Remember hit clips? Oh god, I'm aging actively. In middle school, we had to pick songs to bring in for a unit on diversity, and these two boys in my class brought in White and Nerdy by Weird Al and got in trouble for it. I'm getting more DVDs lately, a lot of them used. I refuse to pay for streaming. I have a CD of Super Smash Bros. Melee Orchestra bonus CD I got from an issue of Nintendo Power. Have you seen how much Cars is on VHS? It's thousands. Oh my god, really? There's a Goodwill type store nearby that I buy CDs from sometimes, and I found one called Wiener Music. Wow, that's quite a tape collection. Yes, your CDs. Raymond's shirt purple. Look at these dumb names. In elementary school, telling my friend I liked rock, then showing him NSYNC hit clips. The single googly eye. Oh, reminds me of the SpongeBob movie. The guy put googly eyes on the fish. OMG. This implies Glaceon's a predator. It's my Vorse and I need it now. Call J.G. Wentworth 877 Vorse now. A fish named Glacie. All that Glacehorse needs is some frowning eyebrows. I have Nintendo Power of Melee from a retro game store. This is incredible. I think this is one of my best attempts so far. It really, I like the gap in between the eye and the face here. I feel like I need to glue that down a little more. I'm gonna fix that. A little bit of light surgery here to improve the distance. Just push that into place. There we go. I don't really want its eyes floating on like stalks. It's not a crab after all. There we go. Yay. Okay. What will we work on next? Just gonna put that down. Get some of these glue strings out of here. Almighty Alan Invisible Man is the next big folk duo. I have another CD called Wiener Philharmonic Amnesia. Hello, Oratal. Nice glace haunts. Thank you, thank you. I try my best. You know, it's probably the one and only glace haunts in the world. Maybe. Probably. I hope. I'm banking on it, that I've got a monopoly on the glace sources. Flareon's still a little sticky, so I'm gonna leave that alone. What if we worked on Leafeon next? I think Leafeon is definitely one of the least... It's one of the Eeveelutions that really just gets the least attention, I think, and I want to do a good job on its horse to kind of make up for it. Looks like I missed a little bit of brown on its little, like, feet stocking thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and brush that up while I'm here. There we go. Yeah, I think, I'm trying to remember where I saw this. I think that Statistically, Jolteon is the least popular evolution, but Leafeon and Glaceon are not far behind. A real shame. There we go. Okay. Little leggies are fixed, and let's start gluing stuff. It's always time to start gluing stuff. Let's see. The Naked Brothers Band. Didn't they have a TV show? Let's see. Where's the Vaporeon horse? It's on the shelf behind me, overseeing everything. Another comic Vap, what if? What ice type would Vap be if she wasn't a Vaporeon? Maybe a Snorunt? An annoying little Snorunt? Until we discover a new one in the wild. I recognized your icon and figured you made the silly Vaporeon comics. Wanted to hop in and say nice. Nice! Thank you very much! Yes, that is me, maker of silly Vaporeon comics. And now maker of silly horses. Okay, so Leafeon has kind of a complicated look. It has a lot of little green leaves sticking off of it. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna pull up a sheet of green and just cut a chunk off to work with. Leafeon is one of the least appreciated evolutions, says Boulder. I found a CD in a grocery store parking lot called Nick's Music Mix from 2005. Number one, it's so beat up I can't listen to it, but I'm so curious. Remember when I mentioned Illusion from Neopets being called Salad Mix? Damn, that do be a shame. Leaf Force is now that. Okay, so Leafeon has like a little curly leaf that sticks off its chest. So we'll start with that. Just gonna glue it right on there. There we go, looking good. Whoops, oh gosh. There we go. Big Time Rush is a TV show. Jolteon is definitely one of the many evolutions I think of the least. I have a cassette tape I got at a music store that I refer to as my haunted cassette tape. It has nothing on it, but someone's singing a lullaby? Oh my god, Toby, I don't know if you should have that. So at least, like, if you just kind of stopped showing up one day to the stream, I'll know what happened. Your lullaby got you. The horror. Okay, I'm just cutting out the little, like, curly leaves that Leafeon has sticking off of its legs, because it has a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to spend too much time on these, because they're a little whatever. There we go, okay. And they kind of stick off just the back legs. There's a very confused fruit fly flapping around. They stick off the back legs just kind of like that, but they're a little more complicated on the front, so I love this song. Do, 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 do. Really any song from Gen 3. Okay, then the front legs, they stick off the front and the back. I'm just gonna start with the back of the leg and see if it looks good just like that. Yeah. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I think that's one of the problems with Leafeon's design. It has like a lot of elements to it. I like it, but I think at the time I remember thinking like, it's got too much going on. It has too many little leaves sticking off of it. Compared to like Flareon, which is like basically just Eevee 2.0, you know? But there were a lot of Pokemon in Gen 4 that kind of had a complex design like that, so I don't think it's like out of place for the art direction. It just kind of surprised me. Let's see. Leafeon has some weird elbow leaves. It's a bit spooky, but pretty sweet. On a different note, have you seen the new Patreon logo? Oh my god, did they change their logo again? I'm sick to death of these guys. They are always making the dumbest decisions. Show me the logo, I'd like to see it. Bing, bang, bing. Carlos is a Hallmark movie guy for a while. Toby went lullaby bye. It's been 5 years. I think the ghost has settled in. It's the Vorse singing the lullaby, definitely haunted. You should duplicate the ghost and have it haunt the web. Maybe it's Parish song. Dang, Naked Brothers is still kind of good. Boy band's got its grasp on me. They're popular for a reason. Oh no. Do you guys want me to play the lullaby? Oh, I feel like I have to now. It's open. It's on my computer. I might as well, right? And sync is always gonna be good. The Splatoon song was playing. It's just brain activation. Song goes wah in my head. Florian is EV 0.5, and you tell your brother that. The emote is frozen in the stream. Okay. Let's hear this lullaby. That's their new logo? What the hell is that? Looking at this logo goes perfectly with this horrifying lullaby that you're hitting me with. Yeah, happy Halloween, you filthy animals. What is this logo? This can't be right. They can't be serious. Hang on, I have to pull this up. Oh my god, Patreon, you're so cringe. Here's a link to their dumb little article about their cringe new logo, I swear to god. Honestly, I think the X logo is better than this. I hate this new logo. This song is so scary, I can't listen anymore. You guys are ruining me. Okay, let me catch up here. Hope the song that plays is the Garfield song. Happy Halloween. God, I can't hear it. Can't hear the lullaby. I don't even know what that is. Honestly, the lullaby was really quiet. You could just pull up the link that that Lonely Tuatara posted on your own if you really want to get in on it. But it's quiet and disturbing. We have Parish song played. Oh my god, Patreon. What am I gonna do with them, truly? They're just always doing some dumbass thing. Oh, I need to do its little forehead thing. Yeah, they used to have, like, when they first really kind of hit it big, they had their orange logo, which I felt like had a really strong kind of branding to it. Like, it was recognizable, you know? And then they changed it to, like, the P, but it was black for some reason, and that's what they've just had ever since. So I was like, well, they made a mistake, but at least they're done. But apparently they're not done. Yeah, forehead. Looking good. See you in 5 turns. Truly a Patreon. The new Patreon logo looks like a freaking kidney. I see some artists still use the old logo. I saved myself from Parish Song by switching out. Are y'all gonna hand out candy this month? I'm gonna give out full-size candy bars and Halloween Pokemon cards packs. Yes! You are a local hero. Good on ya. Yes, we will indeed be giving out candy. I usually have a silly themed Halloween party every year, but since Halloween is falling on a Tuesday this year, which is awful, I'm going to be having my Halloween party over the weekend before Halloween, so then on Halloween night I will actually be handing out candy. So that'll be nice. And it's my little niece's, it's her second Halloween, but it's the first time that she'll be, like, I think aware of what's happening. Last Halloween we, like, took her out to go see decorations and candy, and she just seemed really shocked by the whole thing, honestly. She just kind of was staring around like, what in the F am I looking at? So this year she's dressing up as an airplane, which is adorable. And I think she'll maybe have some kind of an idea of what's going on. I need to make a VAP comic where Esper is wearing a little airplane suit. It's pretty adorable. She really likes airplanes. She's almost 2 now, if y'all can believe that. I've almost been an aunt for 2 years. And my greatest claim to aunt fame is that I've resisted giving her too many presents. I still give her a lot of presents, but for the sake of my brother and his wife, I don't give her as many presents as I want to. I want to give her, like, every present on Earth. Okay, let's just go ahead and paint the inside of the ears brown. There's 1. There's 2. Yeah, these look pretty good, actually. Yeah. I think I put the glue on the wrong part of the ear. Hang on. Oopie. That's okay. No one's gonna notice. That confused fruit fly is still meandering around trying to figure out what the hey is going on. And he'll never know. Yeah, this is coming out. I like this one. This one's kind of cute. Do, 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 do. Just gonna hold that in place until it sets. Yeah, looking good. Looking like Leafeon, kind of. Ish. Okay. Some Leafeon fan will be stoked out of their gourd to see this. I have a couple buttons and prints and stickers and stuff that are of like pretty obscure Pokemon. Like I think I have a Galvantula button that like I think one person ever was like excited to see it. It was like a ride or die Galvantula fan and they were like, "Is that a Galvantula?" And it just made me really happy. Because like, you know, of course you make your Eeveelution stuff and people are like, "Yeah, I love Eevee." Like everyone loves Eevee. But Galvantula fans, a little harder to come by. Okay, let's put some googly eyes on this beautiful, beautiful creature. Should I do like the huge ones for Leafeon? How do we feel about this? I feel pretty good about it, honestly. I feel like Leafeon's kind of a nervous Pokemon. Let's give it the big ones. Some variation is good amongst your herd. There's one. Whoops. Our playlist might be over. Go fix that in a minute. And there's two. Yeah. Nice. These are so stupid. Okay, let me go grab a new playlist. 1 hour of video game bangers. Okay. Will you be giving it out via Catapult again? Hopefully. I miss the OG logo. I might put a bucket on the doorstep. We don't really get a lot of kids coming through our apartment complex, though. Candy Catapult! Latias and Latias costume for Esper, because they're based on jets! That's really cute. An airplane, that's funny and cool. Your niece should be like me and dress her up as a mouse. That's one of her earliest memories and sets the secret theme to her life. Restrict your generosity, save it for when it counts. Imagine gifting her one of those very pleasant, very normal, not haunted horses. She does love horses. I have returned, tried to check my old CDs on a fossil of a laptop. Did not work. Aww. Hot glue gun the fly. The void. No music. I think my first Halloween I really remember is when I was 5 and dressed up as Ricky Tikki Tavi OC, Super Ricky. Really establishing character moment right there. You were destined to be a furry, Toby. That's incredible. You had a Ricky Tikki Tavi OC at that age? Not only is that like a literary deep cut, but you took it a step farther. You were making Rudyard Kipling fanfic. That's awesome. Based, actually. Let's see. Emote chat. Okay, let me find my phone and set a timer. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1 second, my phone is fighting me. Come on, phone, don't fight me. Okay. You have 1 minute. Go. What isn't this? Jolted Klein is good and pure. Is it Crazy Bus? It better not be. The Galvantula fan is the happiest fan in the world. You know what to do. Crazy Bus time. Change the music to horse music. Leaf Horse really needs big eyes to be vigilant. Lest the other horses munch it. It would be funny to use a photo of these horses in a funny horse comic. That's funny as heck, I love it. What is that music? Sweet Black. The wild thing is I'm not even a furry now. Not yet. Maybe well, I mean, you hang out on my stream. Maybe becoming a furry is what I'll do in my 30s. Music is Paper Mario. That was in your door. I love and respect furries. I simply have not been one since I was in elementary school. Oh, so you speed ran being a furry. I like your carrot emotes, Delta. You have 15 seconds left. Go. I can't believe you had a Ricky Tikki Tavi OC. I'm gonna be thinking about that for a while. That's kind of haunting and mysterious. 3, 2, 1. No more emotions. Let me hang on a second. Let me go get the fluff. I had some fluff for Flareon's neck, but I left it in the other room. I'll be right back, y'all. 1 second. I got it. I'm coming. It was literally on the floor. I think my cat found it. Okay. Got a big pile of fluff. We are going to make this Flareon work. Is that Luigi with a bike pump? Vap, I didn't have one Ricky Ticky Tappy. See, I had two. Vap is gone post sensible conversations. Oh god. I'm wrong. It's Sonic Mania. Grade A authentic Flareon fluff sheared this morning. Super Ricky and Tree Flower, whose whole personality was Ricky Tikki Tavi's girlfriend. Wow. That's awesome. We should all make Ricky Tikki Tavi OCs. For those of you who don't know, the guy who wrote The Jungle Book and other stories wrote a story about oh my god, what are they called? A mongoose. This is so stupid looking. Wrote a story about a mongoose that fights a snake, because mongoose eat snakes. And it's called Ricky Tikki Tavi. And it's kind of an odd thing to have an OC of as a child, but you know, do what you will. Truly a Ricky Tikki Tavi. Could you shear Flareon from Flareon wool? A mongoose! Okay, this is gonna be tricky. I don't want to burn myself, and this is like really thin fluff. So I'm gonna use this foam to kind of push it on there so I don't burn myself. This is stupid looking. Alright, now we're gonna do this side. Ah! I feel like I'm going crazy making this one. Okay, just gonna hold that in position. There we go. It's looking a little barren on. Ah, it's hot! Ow! Why did I grab that lump of glue? Stupid. It's looking a little barren. He's got a little male pattern Flareon baldness going on over here, so I'm gonna patch that up, I think, with an extra lump. Just kind of jam that in there. I need to move Sylveon. It's getting covered in strands of hot glue. It's not helpful. Okay, so there's the neck. Kind of bent his little ear a little bit, and then we need to do the tail. Ricky Tikki Seviper, Ricky Tikki Zangoose. I was specifically a fan of the Chuck Jones animated adaptation of Ricky Tikki Tavi. I checked the VHS out from the library every week as a kid. Going crazy? Oratal says I'm heading out for now. Be sure to pop in for future streams. This one feels chill. Thanks for hanging out. This has been a chill one. The energy gets pretty hyped up in here sometimes, but I would love to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. You mean you weren't already? Ricky Tikki Tikki Tikki. I thought Ricky Tikki Tavi was about a squirrel. Vap proceeds to harm themselves in a silly way, making plastic horses into Eeveelutions. Vap pain speedrun any percent. Mort 11. Glue percent. I feel like there's some joke to be had here about horses and glue, but I'm just too tired to think of anything. There we go. Okay, so now we need to do the tail. Oh, and I got a bunch of dirt from the table all caught up in the tail. That's great. Oh my god. Just gotta pull that out so it doesn't look like literal garbage. And then what does Flareon's tail look like? It's just kind of... Oh, it's got a little forehead puff. I almost forgot about the forehead puff. That would have been foolish. Foolish. Okay. Tail. I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of glue on here and just pray. There we go. Is it working? Hard to say. Hard to say if any of this is working, really. Just kind of... okay, how does it look on this side? Not great. Get pushed down a little more on this side. This is a very Santa Claus looking Flareon, I think. Ugh. I can't even tell what's fluff and what's like strings of stuff anymore. Let's see, computer streaming at butt quality and it's really struggling with the fluff. It looks like it's covered in soap. It's only chill because Gunk isn't on screen. When Gunk shows up, it's over. What is glue made from? Can't wait to catch your table at TwitchCon. Hello, Navy Teal. Yes, I will be there. I can't wait to say hello. I'll be there and I will have all of these beautiful creatures that you see before you will be in their corral, ready to eat some sugar cubes right out of your hands. Horses, the image, the thunk. The glue is made from Eevee sent to Professor Willow in exchange for candy. The horse and glue joke to be made is like the plastic dinosaurs being made of aged and liquefied dinosaur. Plastic. I have a Flareon that's quite literally just a Flareon, but the colors and the body fluff are swapped. Oh, weird. Are you gonna bring them to life? What, you know? It didn't occur to me, but now I'm thinking maybe. Oh, I need to paint the inside of Flareon's ears before I put the fluff on its forehead. Wake them up inside. Oh my god, I don't think I should wake these guys up inside. Though if it was sort of like a Toy Story situation, I was gone at the convention all weekend, so they had plenty of time to sort of scheme and run around and cause trouble. Maybe they had a whole adventure while I was gone. Who knows? Okay, there we go. Inside of the ears is looking good. Put that in generous air quotes as usual. It's looking as good as it can. And then we're gonna add the forehead fluff just right on there. I think I've had this whale, what's it called? This piece of whale fabric for a long time, and I think it's probably time to replace it. It is just covered in garbage at this point. There we go. Looking so good. Let's give it some eyes. Should I give it the eyelashy ones? I think I should. I don't think I've given any of them the super like chill eyes. Let's do that. I feel like Flareon deserves that. Girl. This is great. Okay, and I'm just gonna put that one on there. Oh my god, look at her. What a camp queen. This is fantastic. I'm kind of obsessed with this. She is the moment, says Kiwi. This is so good. She looks like she'd have one of those long cigarette holders with the sassy foot forward, like, alright. Wow, I'm kind of obsessed with this one. I feel like Flareon looked the worst until the last 2 minutes. This is incredible. Huge shout out to whoever told me to do the fluff. I think it was Boulder. I don't know, I don't remember. Great idea. Fluff was the way to go. Are you going to make Eeveelution golems? Flareon makes it very fall themed. Sounds like a cursed thing from D&D, awakening these horses. Vaps home! To be fair, I do treat any toys I have with respect. You saw how I acted towards Sid. This is an art stream. Sound of plastic horses falling around like Bethesda physics. Girl. Girl. Eggs. Girl boss energy. She stole Mega Ambros's floof. The Flareon, what happened? She's looking so good. The crunchy filter really adds some. I love how terrible it looks on y'all's streams. That's really funny. Why does it look so bad? That's really funny. The filter is struggling. Do I have any black foam? I could really use some black foam, and I don't think I actually have any. I need to give Espeon ears. I think I'm gonna do blue and then just paint it black. I don't know what else I could do here. Like the smiling dinosaur glue gun in the corner. Why does the hot glue gun look like a pogging dog? New Patreon logo. Real. Oh my god, I'm falling apart. The glue gun does look like a pogging dog in that image. I know words and what they are and how to say them. Okay. Ears, and then I think instead of trying to paint yellow onto blue foam, I'm just going to make like yellow bands and just glue them on. I'm going crazy. Sorry for all the sniffling. I think I got some con crud. I'm testing negative for COVID, but you know how it is. Oh yeah, it's time for some Delta of Rune. I mean Undertale. Okay. I'm just gonna paint these black. I'm not gonna worry about getting black on the table, because as established, I need to replace this piece of cloth anyways. There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm just gonna prop these up next to Umbreon to dry, because the black paint won't show up on his black legs. And if I lay them flat, they won't dry properly. What are you guys gonna be for Halloween this year? Are y'all thinking about costumes? I can't remember what I've talked about before, but the Halloween party that I'm hosting this year is going to be like medieval fantasy theme. And I'm going to dress as the court jester since I'm hosting. It is my court. And I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna get jingly... Whoops, I dropped it. Gonna get a jingly hat and everything and come up with a bunch of terrible jokes and riddles. Okay, there we go. Clean the paint off my hands before I touch my mouse. Looks like a poggle. Unrelated to anything, I'm freaking out over this photo from the surface of Venus. It is a place. Wow, it's really, gosh. That color is bizarre. Is that Vap's pancreas? It's the surface of Venus. It's hot and steamy, but it doesn't go dang. Pond crud, Delta of Undertale? Are you eating Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake? Maybe. Check out the name of this Kirby enemy. It's Glunk! It does look like a Glunk. It makes sense. Delta's Rune, give it back! Please name Yoshi Scond Palm. My fursuit is a good costume. True. Gonna try to sew my own costume. Going to be an installation wizard. My brain shut down trying to read Scond Palm. I'm going as Michael Myers for the 3rd year in a row because I'm poor AF. One more screenshot for the road, leaving that typo in on purpose. It rules. Oh my god, it's so crunchy! Wait, Vap, weren't you a Firefly last year? Did you foretell Gunk? Oh my god, you're right. You're right. I have no clue what to be for the ween. Am I getting that jester stick thing, like the scepter? That's a pretty good idea. I hadn't considered it, but maybe I should. The jester stick. This really is a very dark Espeon. Maybe I should fix that. We're getting pretty close to being done. I'm just gonna lay some of these out flat, because I feel like when they're propped up, you can't really enjoy them, and I want you to enjoy all my special little guys. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move Monsieur Flareon over here into Glaceon's loving grasp. Now we're gonna start working on this guy. Okay, so Sylveon has a lot of pink body part, so instead of... Sorry, I'm hearing a weird noise. What the hell am I hearing? Sounds like there's like a bird in the yard, but it's like night. I wonder if the mic is picking that up. It's like a little squeaky noise. Anyway, sorry, I need to focus. Pink. I need to do pink. It's pink time. Okay, gonna get my pink paint and add some white to it to make it a little lighter. And I'm gonna paint some of its body parts just straight up pink right on there. What is that noise? That is so weird. You were a firefly? Did you ever post a picture? I don't think I did. It wasn't a very good costume. I think I have a very low tolerance for uncomfortable costumes, and I'll just like take them off if I don't like them, even if people get upset with me. So I think I just took it off like very early into the evening. But I had one of those like under counter lamps. I just stuck it right onto my butt for the light, and then I wore like glasses and doodle bobbers on my head, like a doodle bobber, what's it called? Like a headband. And I think I had a pair of wings too. But yeah, I don't know. As soon as I got uncomfortable, I was like, F this. Especially when you're like hosting a party. You don't want to be like uncomfortable. Okay. So Sylveon has pink feet. We'll start with that. I don't know why I've been painting the bottom of the hooves. I guess just to be thorough. Thankfully this paint dries really fast and like isn't too sticky, so I haven't been like gluing them down to the tablecloth. Or whatever you want to call this. So the good news about getting rid of the whale cloth is that I can go to Michael's and replace it with something different. They have a lot of fun little fabric patterns there. Who knows what we'll be using. This one's been through a lot. It's been through the slime stream. It's been through a lot of crafting streams in general. These whales have seen many things. There we go. Okay. Feet done. I think I'm just gonna paint the tail straight up pink, rather, because Sylveon's tail is not that exciting. It's a pretty simple tail, so I don't think there's any point in making it out of foam, because it's not like a special pattern or anything. It's just kind of a little normal, like, dog-shaped tail, so I'll just paint it straight up pink on here. The ribbons are gonna definitely be made out of foam, because they need to be, like, very 3D. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. Man, I have a headache. I think it's because I took off my dilation glasses too soon after getting my eyes dilated. I'm letting in too much light, and my, like, streaming setup is like 1,000 beams of light blasting onto the desk. Because the office that I work out of is like very dark and shadowy, even on like the best of days, so. Okay, the tail is almost done. Perfect. Looking good. Really get in all the little divots here. Make it look professional. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's a horse that I can admire. Okay. That was my horse noise. Did you like it? I'm gonna do the head next, I think. It has like a little pink swim cap, very much like Vaporeon actually. So I'll just go ahead and put that on there. I don't know what this song is, but it rips. Very good. Very high energy for painting horses. Was there a toy that you wanted as a kid that you like never got? Or at least never got as a kid? I always really... We would go to like fancy toy stores sometimes. And like my parents always got me something, but like I always had an eye for like the really expensive like big model horses. And like honestly, I don't know what I would have done if I had one. I didn't have like plans. They just looked really impressive to me. But I always got the little toy horses because they were a lot cheaper and like a lot more easy to play with. But those like big horses I always wanted to get one of. We used to have an FAO Schwartz in my hometown, which has since gone out of business, but if you don't know, FAO Schwartz is a really ritzy, fancy American toy brand. The stores were almost like little amusement parks. They were very elaborate and themed, and they had like giant stuffed animals and just like really expensive toys in general. There we go. Nice pink little head. So we used to go to the FAO Schwartz every once in a while, and I would look at all the giant, beautiful horses with their giant, beautiful legs and just think, God, I'd never be sad again if I had that. Oh, God, I need to catch up on the chat. I'm so tired, y'all. Let me catch up here. Oh my God, now go away. Computer's like, do you want the news? I don't, actually. I have absolutely no idea what I'd go as, or if I could go as something. You're hearing Scondapum breaking into your house. Might be a bat. The squeaky noise is me in your Irvins. Why do you ignore me? Feed me French fries. Welcome back, Flair. But you had noodle poppers. My family is celebrating family grandma's birthday. Oh, I'm struggling to understand that sentence. Happy birthday, family grandma. She's 83 years old now. That's awesome. Happy birthday, grandma. Got an ad on Neopets for Cleveland, the city of Cleveland. You should go as Gunk for Halloween. At least it's not Detroit or Ohio. Should I be a super cringe Santa, like your grandpa dressed as Santa, trying to relate to you using outdated lingo? Yes. You should be that at every given opportunity. It's so funny. Michaels, since your mild amnesia is over, I had something similar. Good job painting on stream, by the way, Vap. Thanks, I'm trying. I mean, the only Santa opportunities I could think of are Halloween and Christmas, but it's still a funny idea. I'm looking up CD drives. Let's see. Special features silence. Be Santa on St. Patrick's Day. I'm torn between cringe Santa and David S. Pumpkins. Is there a special feature or not? Tell me. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I'm looking through my photos now to see if I have a picture of my costume. My extremely lame costume. Here's me trying to take a picture of it. There I am. I've got the sad little wings, the doodle bobbers, the glasses. You'll notice behind me there's a giant cardboard door that's supposed to look like Shrek's outhouse that my roommate made. And then on my butt I had one of those light up lights. Such a bad picture. Anyway, that's what I was. It was a swamp themed party, so I wasn't just being insane. It was on purpose. I took a drink of water, but I'll take another actually because I'm really tired. During January through March, I went through some heavy depression. During such time, I watched a spoiler review of Outer Wilds. Kind of spoiled the whole game to me, but I kind of forgot about it. Recently, I found out depression affects your memory. Yes, it definitely does. Definitely. It's weird because it doesn't feel like it does until later. Bulge says, crossed my mind. What was your dream job you wanted to be as a kid? How does it measure up to what you find yourself now? Is it better than what you were hoping? I wanted to be a park ranger or a forest ranger when I was a little kid. My grandma on my dad's side subscribed me to Ranger Rick magazine and Kids National Geographic magazine, and I really got it into my head that I wanted to be a forest ranger. And you know, occasionally when things aren't going so well in my life, I still revisit that dream and think, is that anything? Is it, should I try that? I remember back before COVID hit, when I was considering quitting my job at the at the ad agency, I was looking up listings to see if I could like get my certification to be a park ranger. But there's not a lot of demand, and there's a lot of certification you need, and it doesn't pay a lot, and yada yada yada. There's a pet dinosaur toy I wanted as a kid. So adorable, it was called the D-Rex. What is the background music right now? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, that was a while ago you asked that. It's probably too late now. Outer Wilds is hard. I wanted those wooden train sets that connected with magnets. Oh yeah, those are cool. I wanted this life-size plush baby giraffe I saw once. Did not get it. Oh my gosh, life-size? That's wild. It was a couple wooden train set things from Thomas the Tank Engine franchise. I was introduced to the word expensive that way. I don't think Ritz are fancy unless you put a little salami on it as a treat. Eventually I got the piece I wanted. Not all the ones I ever wanted, but the first one, yes. Got to sleep. Time for more worse nightmares. Okay, good night, Mecha Ninja. I don't think I ever really wanted anything other than Spider-Man web shooters. I had the toys Boulder mentioned wanting. My favorite one was a milk tanker. Never got them, but I did have whole cans. David's pumpkin. The wings don't look too bad. Looks like you're holding a cigarette. Why? You're right, that's Shrek's door. The party was themed after me. Happy Swampert noises. Ranger Rick. The job I wanted to be was pilot or postman. Turns out the wooden tracks of the Thomas trains were tempting to color with crayons. The moment I tried it, I got grounded. Oh, sad. Yeah, the costume, I had big, what's the word? I was very ambitious. I think I had big plans for that Firefly costume, but then the problem with hosting parties is that a lot of your Halloween energy just goes into putting the party together. And like, I love hosting a party, you know, I'm not complaining, but sometimes the result is that your costume efforts really fall short because you're just trying to make sure there's like enough food and enough games and all that. And I think that's what happened last year. But this year, I have 2 roommates. We have hosted several parties together. We are practiced. It will be easy for us, so I'm not too stressed about it this year. Okay, I'm just gonna stick the little bow on its neck there. Looking good. And then we need to do another one for the head. Just gonna cut out a little chunk here. The head bow is like a little bigger, I think, than the neck one, but I think I'm gonna do it about the same size because I just don't have that much foam left. And I need to leave room for the ears and the ribbons, and oh gosh, it's complicated. Okay, there we go, little head bow, and it's like off to the right side. Get glue on there, slap it on. Ooh, girl. Looking good. Wow, okay. Got that, and now there's 4 ribbons total. Oh god, I hope I have some more white foam. I'm so low on foam. I do have more white foam. Okay, we can make this work. It's like a bunch of pathetic little scraps, but I can make this work. I just need to be creative. But yeah, to answer the Forest Ranger question in a little more detail, I do think I would have enjoyed that work. But at the end of the day, I think the reason that I wanted to do it is because I really love animals, I really love nature. That's, you know, why I like Pokemon so much. It really, you know, I think like making art for me was inspired by those things. So I don't feel like I went the wrong way in life. I really like making art. So I don't know, not much to complain about at the end of the day. This is a pretty special job, and I get to like meet a lot of people through it. I got to meet all of you, so it's pretty cool. And I think a Forest Ranger job is definitely more lonesome. I don't think you meet as many people, so. Okay, ribbon is going to go like right there. Just gonna kind of plug that in the front, and then a little bit of glue in the back. Ooh, it's hot, but we must suffer for our art. Oh my gosh, so much glue. What do you think? Looking good? God. I'm just gonna kind of curl that up along the body like this. What's nice about this foam is that it's really flexible, so if you just kind of glue it into a place, it'll stay there, which I appreciate. And then we'll get this one ready. I think when I was a really little kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. But that was like, I was so little, I don't even remember feeling that way. I just have had family members tell me that I said that, so I believe them, but I definitely don't remember desiring that. Space is scary. Let me catch up here. Oh my god, the silver is bleeding into the table. I don't for what I wanted to be honest. This year Vab will go dressed as a starving artist for Halloween. Forced camouflage, I wanted to be an astronaut. And now I'm way over that, but back then it seemed pretty rad. I also wanted to be an astronaut. I'm going to Lotteria, Mexican bingo themed party. I'm going as a soldier. I can just wear my army uniform. I don't have to worry about a costume. Remember one time when I was a super baby mode, I took a refrigerator magnet to my Nana's nice new TV because I liked the pretty colors. No! Was convinced I was going to go to Mars and discover a bunch of cute alien critters and befriend them. There's still time! Unidentified flying sweeblad. A womst? I wanted to be a doctor. That ended when I realized I was afraid of needles and having blood drawn. Time for a career change, Vap. If you're happy with what you do, don't fix what ain't broke. Wanted to make art, but instead she's doing whatever this is. You're telling me this doesn't make your artistic organs tingle? I don't believe you. Okay, let's get this ribbon stuck down. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll do it like that. Don't meet me, I'm boring, says Hyper. You meet a lot less people. Hope you don't meet a bunch of creatures. You're gonna meet lots of animals as a ranger. What do you mean? You don't want to meet a bear in the wild? This is Jeremy. He bit my leg once, but he's a very nice guy for a bear. You should check out the game Firewatch if you haven't already. It's a forest ranger game. I've heard that's a cool one. I would like to play that sometime. Okay, there we go. Got the ribbons. And now I need to do the ribbons for the head, which are shorter. Let's see. As a park ranger, you have a much higher chance of meeting Bigfoot and becoming lovers with them. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's all just a matter of priority, isn't it? I know plenty of bears like that. Oh, you mean the animals, as Toby. Who never wanted to be an astronaut? I always wanted to be a cartoonist as a kid. Family tells me I wanted to be a cop and a firefighter. I can see it. It makes my artistic kidney tingle. I drank too much water. Those ribbons turned out really well, says Kiwi. Thank you. I feel like at this point we're just celebrating any win we can get out of these things. It's like, okay, whatever, whatever. Okay, let's get this one glued onto the head. And then I'm going to attach it here so it has some body. I'm so excited to go to bed. I don't want to be awake anymore. I'm over it. Okay, a little bit of glue right there. I used to be really into staying up late when I was younger, but now I'm just like frantic to get to bed. I would do anything for that sweet, sweet bedtime. There we go, and that one will kind of wrap around. And then I'm gonna stick this one, once I put the ears on here, I'm gonna stick it to like the back of the ear so that it kind of like curls around the face. Yeah, this is coming together. I had a vision from God. Okay. My hands are just covered in garbage. Let's see. Are you saying this doesn't give you an art stiffy? I remember wanting to be a firefighter. Still kind of want to. I can see the stock image dancing. I've seen all the stuff EMS have to go through and don't think I can handle it. There was a point in college and I was seriously considering dropping out to become a train driver. I still think about it sometimes. Truly. Hello, JB Ultron. Stayed up all night last night binge watching episodes of Paranormal Witness because I could. I'm so goddamn tired. You're tempting me. I'm supposed to be staying up all night to keep on night shift sleep schedule, but the nap time, it calls me. You see, I came back, says Jay Voltron. Welcome back. I wanted to be one of those firefighting helicopter pilots as a kid. Went from bragging about pulling all-nighters to taking naps at noon. Man, y'all wanted some hardcore jobs. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to do here? Let's take sort of a census. Okay, Jolteon's butt thing is falling off, so I need to fix that. That's high priority. Let me just hold that in place for a second. Oh my god, now it's falling off on the other side. Chaos, 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 nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Okay, just gonna stick that on here. Okay, there we go. I think Jolteon's pretty good. I never gave it ears though. I think I should. Jolteon has nice big spiky ears. And I gave all the other ones ears, so I feel like it would be kind of discriminatory to just ignore Jolteon for no reason, so... Go ahead and grab some yellow foam, and I'll make some little ears for Jolteon. There we go. Yeah, cool. There's one. Just gonna hold that in place so it keeps a nice rounded shape. Come on, stay around. Don't give up, you got this. And then the other one, same thing. Yeah, hell yeah. That's much better. Sliv, girl, sliv. Whew, okay. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go to bed. I think I'm gonna stop streaming now. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I want to hold up my two favorites. The forward-facing eyes Predator Glaceon. Really good. Really powerful. And then of course our best girl Flareon, who just doesn't give a dink about anything. She's relaxed. Okay, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll see you on Friday for Pokemon Emerald, 4 o'clock, or I'll see you next Wednesday for something different than this. I pray to God in heaven above that we don't do any more of this. I think this has overstayed its welcome. I thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the subscriptions, the comments, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the jokes, the laughs, the giggles. Don't forget to eat shit, gamers. Forgot about the lips. What about the cutie marks? Have a great night. Do you have plans to post these on Tumblr when they're done? I feel like they do numbers. Oh yeah, I'll be posting these everywhere. Don't worry. Good night, everybody. I don't think I can raid tonight. I feel like a crunchy, crusty old limpet just dried up on the beach. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.